The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Hello, I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker of Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm here with my co-host, husband, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney. How are you?
Yeah, doing great. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. We have with us today the Lackawanna County Environmental Office, Nicole Shapiro, Recycling Coordinator, Marky Ann Muncie, Public Relations Specialist. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for being here with us. We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we talk real estate. We have an exceptional real estate team with many licensed realtors who've been providing services to clients, listing, selling, and appraising real estate for over 50 years.
How many agents do you have these days?
We're close to 40,
Wow.
Yes.
They're always got a lot of people coming and going. If you have any questions during the week, you can email them to questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab and click on the webcam. We got a live view of Dunmore Corners. You never know what you're going to see there, especially this time of the year. People do it to check on the weather and see what's going on.
That's what I do. And then I post it on Facebook so others can check out the roads before they head out, if they have to head out, right?
We get thousands of hits a month on that camera.
Yes. View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com, JRUDDY.com, where we also have all the podcast apps that we feature this radio show on. And check us out on social media. Before we get started, I do want to welcome to our office. You mentioned we have agents coming and going, right? So we have a agent that just joined us from another firm. She's been licensed since 2023. Her name is Zara Hernandez. She's bilingual, so she's fluent in English and Spanish. She's very trusted. She has a lot of good connections, and from the moment she entered into real estate, she knew the work was her career path. It was a calling. Every client, every home, and every story matters to Zara. She's honored to guide people through one of the most meaningful decisions of their lives, and she is a proud bilingual professional. She's dedicated to making real estate accessible, welcoming, and stress-free for her clients from all backgrounds. If you want to get in touch with Zara, call her at 201-757-8181. Visit jruddy.com to send her an email or to say hello. And again, it's Zara Hernandez. We are so proud and happy that she decided to join Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. She's a great addition to our team of professionals. Okay, Nicole Shapiro, Recycling Coordinator, Marky Ann Muncie, Public Relations Specialist. They're from the Lackawanna County Environmental Office. And recycling matters.
Yes.
We have a lot of recycling stories here, and we just like to brush up on what is acceptable in the recycling realm, what's not. There's a lot of myths out there, misconceptions, and I think a community that recycles is more valuable for the people and the residents of that community, and it shows that they care, it's cleaner, and it's better maintained. Would you happen to agree with that statement?
Yes.
All right. So tell me what's new regarding recycling. You were here not too long ago. At that time, you were taking a collection. How did you do with that collection of
The plastics?
the plastic wraps, and you were going to get a bench. Did you win your bench?
Yes, I did get my bench. It has yet to be built, but I did get my
You
bench.
won it. Okay.
Yeah,
and
I did.
how many pounds of plastic did you have to?
1,000 pounds
Okay.
of plastic film. So not just like, it wasn't plastic bottles, it was film.
Right, the stuff that packages come in.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So it took a while, and there was a lot of bags, but we got there.
I know. I think Jackie might have been your top contributor because we were saving that stuff for a while.
Right. We brought down a whole truckload. And I mean, if it was a pound, it would have been a lot because that stuff doesn't weigh anything. But we collected for months at my office. And all our agents and the community was so invested in this. They just loved it. I wish you would do it all the time.
We thought about bringing it back, but in the beginning of this year, Nicole was on maternity leave because she had a baby boy. So I was doing both of our roles, so it was really difficult to do that at the same time. In the meantime, though, the Conservation District has picked up a challenge to do it, so they're accepting plastic.
Where's their office?
It's in South Abington. I think it's on North Abington Road.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. We'll certainly check into that because it was such a popular drive for our people. They were really enthusiastic about it. I mean, who doesn't have some type of plastic?
Oh, yeah. I know. My mom to this day is still collecting all her plastic, and we are giving it to the Conservation District now. So, their address is 1027 South Abington Road.
South Abington Road.
Yep,
Okay.
South Abington Township.
Okay. Do we know how long it's going on for? Because you had a deadline.
Yeah, I did talk. The person who's like running it is the watershed specialist, and her name is Bailey. Last I talked to her, she said there's a lot of time left. She didn't tell me specific dates, but they have a lot of time left on collection.
Your bench that you won is made out of recyclable plastics.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
in the spring, we're hoping it'll be their maintenance is going to put a nice concrete pad in by our pollinator gardens on the courthouse square. And so the bench will be built for people to enjoy the pollinator gardens.
All right. That works
down
for
at the
me.
courthouse, the Lackawanna County Courthouse?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's two of them at the courthouse.
All right. So you don't have any type of events now that you're aiming towards achieving another goal?
We also do K-cup recycling. It's not for like a goal or anything. We just do it because,
It's such a waste.
yeah, pretty much. So we have a box at the county building, at the Globe, and at the courthouse for drop-off.
So those
both.
the K-cups don't go into your recycling bin that you put out at the corner, at the curb?
No, the type of plastic they're made out of is not recyclable. So no. So we have boxes that are from TerraCycle, and we ship the boxes out once they're full, and they take apart each component of the K-cup, even like take the coffee grounds out and like compost them and everything.
And I actually watched a video recently because people were so skeptical if everything was actually getting recycled. And I forget the name of the company, but this company actually did invest a lot of money in machinery that takes apart the K-cups, like takes the aluminum off the top, the coffee grounds kind of get spilled underneath, and then like everything gets sorted. So it's getting recycled.
You know, I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of skepticism about the recycling. People tell me that they say that when they do the recycling, they say it just gets mixed in with everything else. Is that true?
We hear that a lot. So because we don't operate trucks ourselves, we don't operate a recycling center, I can't say that's fact or fiction.
Okay.
Like everything is just, a rumor. But we hear that rumor a lot, and it's disheartening. But we always like to kind of still make recycling a positive thing, so that people kind of don't feel like helpless in the situation. When you are putting things in your recycling bin, if it is stuff that it actually can be recycled, chances are it's going to be recycled. But if you have a bunch of people who are throwing away trash in the recycling bin. Well, if you were a company and you're collecting things on the curb and you look in their recycling bin and to you it's all garbage, well, yeah, you're going to throw it out. You're not going to spend the time and money hand sorting everything out. If it's all trash, it's all trash. And I think just unfortunately, even though we're always out and about, there's not enough education. There's never enough education, and people, it just gets lost of what can actually be recycled.
Well, I heard it in the parking lot of the Price Chopper, so it's got to be true.
Well, I actually also want to point out that some municipalities who have a DPW will use the same truck.
Okay.
So they'll go through first, pick up the garbage, unload that, and then they'll come back around a different day or whatever and pick up the recycling.
That's what the guy said. He said it's the same. That's what he said.
But
it's
not the same stuff inside of it. It's just like they collect it all in the same truck, but not at once.
I am so happy that you got that message out, because how many people say, they use the same truck?
Yeah, don't bother.
Right, they don't bother.
Right.
Because we bother. We take the time.
Right.
We recycle. We do all of this. We sort it. Oh, but it's the truck empties out the garbage and comes back for the recycle. It's a different trip. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Even
great.
when you make
I feel better now.
your annual peanut butter fudge and you get those fluff containers and the peanut butter containers, I'm in the sink dissolving the peanut butter.
Yes, she is, because she doesn't want the
fluff.
squirrels going into the recycling bin.
Aside from that, a long time ago, I was told if you put in a dirty plastic container inside in your recycling bin and you have all these other whatever soda bottles and whatever else you have in your recycling can, and you put that peanut butter in without washing it out per se. Now, I don't scrub it, but I have a little secret. Anyway, if you put it in, it contaminates the rest of the bin. Is that true?
Yeah, if your recyclables, or however you want to say it, are dirty, they can contaminate the whole entire load, especially now that a lot of the time people do single stream. A lot of companies, haulers do single stream. Single stream is where all of the materials are put into one container. So like your paper, your bottles, your plastic bottles, your glasses, everything is in one bin. And so if you have a dirty like sauce jar, right, and you put it into your recycling bin, you're making all that paper that you might have in there dirty and covered in like sauce.
Oh, that's a single stream. You could put paper and plastic and all of that together.
Yes.
Okay.
So when it's dirty, that's kind of where it becomes a serious issue, and with contamination when you're putting dirty like recyclables in the bin.
So, yeah. So, for instance, when I started to get on this recycling path, because we didn't always recycle, I'm not going to say my age, but I didn't grow up recycling. Let's just put it that way.
That's the truth.
It is the truth. And so I'm married, newlywed, and I'm in the sink rinsing things, and a discussion occurs. A slight discussion.
With whom?
A difference of an opinion.
I don't know who.
Yes.
Who's she talking
yes, about with her spouse. You know, you're not really washing the garbage, are you?
It's not washing the garbage, especially if you're not using soap. And, well, if you're only using water, do you clean with just water?
No.
No.
And that's what I do to dissolve the peanut butter.
Well, if you use
with hot
soap,
water and a little dish detergent.
Yeah,
well, they don't make the powder anymore. I just found out.
Now,
they're
a few
pods.
years later, guess who else is washing the garbage?
Yeah, right now. Trained.
It's contagious. That's what happened. You know what it is? I don't want to battle the squirrels.
No.
I mean, everything does eventually get washed. Like when you have all your, say, aluminum cans or glass or plastic, when it goes to be remade, it does get washed. The big thing, though, is with the single stream and the paper. If you are a paper broker or a paper mill, you're buying bales of paper. Are you going to want to buy, like this is how I talk to the kids about it, are you going to want to buy a bale of paper that is stinky and dirty and sticky? No, you're not going to pay anything for that. You're going to want to buy paper
Fresh,
that's nice and clean.
Yeah.
And so people don't realize that recycling is a business. So if it's going to cost them too much time and effort, that's why stuff gets thrown out. Here in the area, a lot of stuff is still hand sorted. So you also think about those people. I mean, they're if something is just dirty, sticky, covered in they're going to toss it. They're not even going to, try to figure out what it is but then with larger companies, they have those fancy machines and fiber optics and things, and they can accept a little bit more. They can get away with it. But locally, a lot of stuff's still hand sorted. So it's just I always tell people to keep that in mind. Yes, it's a great thing. It's an environmentally friendly thing, but it's also a business. Mm-hmm. So if something's not working, it's the economy's down. There's no one's paying for aluminum or plastic. You could have great months and bad months with it.
Right. Well, this is something that's very important to younger generations, and then, of course, now we're washing our garbage, right,
Mm-hmm.
Pat? So we're older. You're a boomer, right? As Pat says, boomer.
Oh,
yeah.
I think he's a little derogatory the way he says.
I'm not a boomer.
Boomer.
I do that to my parents too.
Oh, do you?
They're boomers as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to come back to what karma is, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
Gen.
all right.
I think I'm Gen Z, and we get made fun of all the time.
Okay.
I'm Gen X.
We all have our quirks.
Yeah. But this is sustainability and the environmental impact and going green. This is all very important to the earth and to the younger generations. And I just think it's a way of life. Like we even recycle at my office. And so, but it drives me crazy because, the coffee cups that come from the, bigger coffee houses, those big plastic monstrosities.
Yeah.
They think that that's a thicker plastic, but that's not recyclable, right?
Right. We're always pulling that out of the recycling bin.
No, technically not. Like the big chain restaurants that have coffee. Those plastic cups aren't recyclable. One of the biggest things that people always get confused is the fact that they see the recycling symbol on plastic and they're like, this is recyclable.
Right.
We say do not look at the number in that recycling symbol and determine whether that material could be recycled or not. You want to look at the shape. So we say plastic bottles, jars, and jugs can be recycled. So never look at the number, really. Unless you have a private hauler or something, or you really know for certain these people, wherever you're taking your recycling, is going to recycle those, your best bet is to just throw those away because no one really looks at the number when deciding what could be recycled or not.
But that wasn't always the way, Marky Ann. I think when recycling first started, at least this is my memory, and trust me, it's faulty, but it was like, as long as there's a 1, 2, 3, it's recyclable.
Yeah. With that, it's a little problematic because, yes, like a plastic bottle is a number 1, and you might see that somewhere else, but if you are sorting the plastic yourself, or like if you're a hauler picking it up, you're not taking your plastic out and looking at the number of your cups inside there. So most of the time, they're not the same plastic. So sometimes they are, yes, but most of the time they aren't. So you can't assume every time that they are. So putting plastic cups that aren't number 1 or whatever you want to say in your recycling could contaminate your entire bin. So it's just don't put plastic cups or containers. So just plastic bottles, jars, and jugs. Just look at the shape of what you want to recycle.
You're right. There's plastic containers for takeout.
That's my next. Actually, my first tattoo is going to be like bottles, jars, and jugs.
Bottles,
Because
jars.
we say it so much.
Don't get the
Bottles.
tattoo.
I don't
do
have
it.
one, but
Don't
like
do
we
it.
say it so much. I'm
You
like,
can get
I'm
a
just going
shirt.
to get
We'll
a
get you a
tattoo.
shirt. You can wear the
We
shirt.
can get you a bumper sticker.
bumper
How about
sticker,
that?
that's
Yeah, it's a mantra. We should, well, that's what we'll do. And then everyone could drive
Okay.
around. We could do,
Bumper
that's a great
stickers. There you
idea.
go.
There you go.
Everyone will know how to recycle.
Yeah. Cool. With us today, Nicole Shapiro, Marky Ann Muncy, These ladies are from the Lackawanna Environmental Office. How does someone get in touch with you if they have any questions, please?
They could call our office at 570-963-2017, or they can message us on Facebook. Our Facebook is the Lackawanna County Environmental Office, and we also have emails. Nicole's is shapiron@lackawannacounty.org, and mine is munciem@lackawannacounty.org.
Thank you, ladies. Stay connected to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. We'll be back in just a moment.
Home. It's more than just walls and a roof. It's where laughter echoes, where memories are made, and where life truly happens. At Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, we know that finding the right home isn't just about real estate. It's about finding your place in the world. With trusted agents, unmatched experience, and a commitment to your dreams, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Because at Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, we're not just selling houses, we're delivering the joy of home. Find your perfect home today. Call 570-344-6724 or go to jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com. Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Dream big. Move boldly. Each Century 21 office is independently owned and operated.
Picking up where we left off, this is the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker. In with my husband, fellow realtor Pat Devaney.
And we're back.
With Lackawanna County Environmental Office, we have Nicole Shapiro, Recycling Coordinator, Marky Ann Muncie, Public Relations Specialist, and we're talking about recycling and some of the things, the do's and don'ts, and some tricks here, bottles, jars, and jugs. That's going to be on every car in the county this year, 2026, right? Coming up in a couple days.
Yeah, I'm serious about this. We're going to make a handout.
All right.
And people, it's going to be a bumper sticker or a magnet. You put it on your fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on a bumper so people see it.
I know. So when people
shame
are like,
them into it, Marky Ann.
you're stopped at a stoplight, and they're like, oh.
Marky Ann is really good at graphic design, too. I bet she can make something really catchy. So when we get back to the office, we're going to talk about this.
I think you ladies are going to get a pay raise in 2026 and a promotion. What do you think?
I don't know about that one.
All right. Okay, well, it's a great idea that we came up with here today. Had we not been here talking about recycling, we may not have thought of this, but good stuff. Now, you're not in charge of what happens in these municipalities. We touched on that in the first half of the show, right? So, but there is the recycling center that's
Right.
located
I was gonna say that.
on Boulevard Avenue. Is that Troop or Scranton?
That's Scranton, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Scranton. The other side of the highway is Troop.
Okay, when you go through, it's
Yeah.
inches away from Troop.
Yes.
On your way to Troop from North Scranton, right?
Yes.
All right, so in the Green Ridge section of Scranton also, you can come down the boulevard from either way. But we take our papers there because I would tell you, I was getting frustrated because it was supposed to be once a month pickup, but then we noticed that it wasn't getting picked up when it was supposed to be getting picked up, and then it was being rained on, and once it's rained and it's wet, it's no longer any good, right?
I mean, it'll dry out, but yeah, I mean, it's preferred that the paper isn't wet. But yet, we still do have. I mean, it's privately operated, but you know, the recycling center on Boulevard Avenue is still open Monday through Friday. I think they open later now at 8:00. They take a lunch, I think, from like 12 to 12:30, and then they open back up until 3.
Till 3, right?
Yeah. So residents of Lackawanna County can still take, you know, their commingle, so their bottle, jars, jugs,
And
paper.
it's in and out. I mean,
Yeah.
I just go. I actually had a garbage pail full of recyclables because I missed my recycling day and I was in trouble. In trouble.
Wifey got upset about that.
So I brought it down, and then the bin was there. Just dumped them in, turned around, and I was gone. It was literally took 2 minutes.
Yeah, so if you ever have a large volume of things, you know, too much to put out on the curb, it's always there. It's always an option.
I like to reuse our copy paper when we make mistakes, so I use the other side to print off stuff, whatever, right? So, but not all the agents do that. But we have, I like to take piles and piles of the paper instead of throwing it in the garbage. I like to, because they take paper at the recycling center, and then they take newspapers and magazines and brochures and all of that heavy stuff. I have a box that I keep in my kitchen when we get these things, your car magazines that pile up, and for years and years and years. And so we like to do that. And then, of course, the weekly plastic jugs, bottles, and what am I missing? Jars.
Jaws.
Yes. Okay.
Jaws. GC's paying
DC
attention.
is listening. Yes. Okay. Good stuff. All right. This is your microphone, literally. What would you like the public to know that seems to be either forgotten, unknown, a message that you want to send to them that you'd like them to hear? Because they're listening.
Not all plastics are recyclable, especially in our area in Lackawanna, Luzerne County. And don't necessarily look at the number. The number just means what type of plastic it is. Just look at the shape. Like we mentioned earlier. We can't stress this enough. Bottles, jars, jugs.
That's your bumper sticker.
So no toys, no laundry baskets. And this stuff has been seen in recycling bins.
That's a great question. I'm going to stop you. I know I'm interrupting, and my apologies for anybody that's hanging on to every word of yours. However, I'd like to know, what is the most bizarre finding that you've heard that has been found in a recycling bin?
I think it was like a Little Tykes basketball hoop. Like the kitty plastic basketball hoop.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
plastic.
Yep.
Everything's plastic. We'll be
or like
driving
a
plastic
sandbox.
cars one of these days. I mean, it's coming, right? Everything is plastic. Everything.
Green turtle sandbox.
A lot of our cars are plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot of stuff is made from plastic. Is plastic now, but
It's not recyclable.
It's not recyclable.
How about plastic hangers? I didn't ask that the last time you were in, and I have a closet full of them, and they snap after so many years. And I feel so bad because I break it up and throw it out, but I'm thinking this should be recyclable.
Not in our area, but I don't know. I give a shout out to a local business. There's Anthracite Recycling. They're in Scranton. I think one part of their yard is on 9th Avenue or something.
West Scranton.
So they take a lot of different plastics, and they take styrofoam. They have
I was going to ask you about styrofoam.
So just because it's something, when we talk about recycling, a lot of it is curbside. What you can do from your home. But there are businesses that will specialize in other things. So like our K-Cup boxes, and that's a specialized thing. We have a box for that. So this business, they do take styrofoam. They'll take, I believe, like 5-gallon buckets. I've asked them about plastic pallets. So, you might do some research, but there are some businesses that
Anthracite Recycling.
Yes.
On South 9th in Scranton.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you, ladies. We have Nicole Shapiro, Recycling Coordinator, and Marky Ann Muncie, Public Relations Specialist, both from the Lackawanna County Environmental Office. How does someone get in touch with your office, please?
So you can give us a call at 570-963-2017. We're also on Facebook. You can message us there on the Lackawanna County Environmental Office. Or you can email us at ShapiroN@LackawannaCounty.org or MuncieM@LackawannaCounty.org.
Happy New Year to all our listeners. Happy, healthy New Year. Joyous New Year. It's time to wrap up another enlightening episode of the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate. Be sure to check in with us next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on 94.3 FM The Talker.